In this video, we're going to talk about Hyperliquid Hype token which just launched today, and I'm going to tell you why I'm super bullish on the token and the entire ecosystem, because Hyperliquid is not only the decentralized exchange, it's also its own blockchain, and it's pretty amazing. So let's get started. So Hyperliquid just launched today. It's the only available spot for now to buy Hype is spot buying on Hyperliquid itself. There's no other exchange, which is pretty bullish for the price action, which I'm going to explain. Now, if you have used Hyperliquid in the previous year, then you probably got some points, and those points transferred to Hype tokens. Basically, everyone is super ecstatic, super happy, because even if you used exchange like a year ago, you definitely got something, and people got really crazy airdrops. So, for example, CC2 Ventures, which is one of the most popular crypto airdrop farmers, he got $1 million in Hyperliquid airdrop. Yep, you're reading that right. That's exactly $1 million from a single protocol. He basically farmed that for an entire year, of course, and used exchange over many months, putting in his capital for trading. But in the end, that's $1 million you get from one single protocol, which is absolutely amazing. And he wasn't even in the top. I mean, he was in the top 50, but he wasn't in the top 10, for example. There's a guy, for example, Jazz, which got rank number 9 with 100,000, 69,000 points, and we don't know exactly the number, but I bet it's like $4 million, maybe $3 million. I don't know still what will the top airdrop will be. We're going to see probably statistics in the upcoming days, and I'm gonna update you on that. But I think some of those airdrops, especially the top 3, might be even in the 8 figures, so like $10-15 million airdrop. That's definitely possible. This was a huge airdrop, and Hyperliquid really did an amazing job. 31% of the tokens went to the community. This happened on the exactly time they announced. It appeared on the wallet. You didn't have to claim anything, and that was pretty amazing, because there were so many airdrops this year that didn't perform well, that it's really amazing to see Hyperliquid do everything right from the beginning to the end. The Hype token is really not really overhyped. It's really the beginning of the Hyperliquid saga, because I think this is just the beginning. I'm going to explain you why I'm bullish, and not only why I'm not selling my Hype airdrop, I'm buying more actually. So yeah, it might sound crazy, but I bought more of the airdrop. I didn't sell my airdrop. Usually I sell my airdrops pretty fast, because I was learning in 2024, especially the beginning, that many of those airdrops, like maybe Celestia or a couple of others, are actually going down all the time. For now, Hype is going up. The price action is pretty amazing, and there's a reason for that that I'm trying to explain here. Of course, nothing here is financial advice. Crypto is risky, so I'm not trying to convince you to buy more Hype. You have to choose yourself what you want to do here, especially if you haven't used Hyperliquid before. But I convinced myself that it's a very good place even to add more, and the reason is simple. Hyperliquid is not only an exchange, it's also a very good blockchain, and there's an amazing team of builders. And the good comparison here, from my perspective, is Binance, because Binance actually started as just an exchange, and then they launched their own blockchain later on. Of course, Binance Smart Chain, you all know it. So let's have a look at price action of Binance, because that's a good comparison. So they launched in 2017. The first years were, pretty interesting, but nothing really happened until like January, for when they really went to $1 billion market cap, then quickly $2 billion market cap, and then they stayed flat for a year. Until the next bigger, I think that was DeFi summer, they went to $4 billion, and then they stayed flat again. But really what happened was 2021, when people were coming again for the bull market, they quickly became, and they also launched their own blockchain. So this is something that Hyperliquid at this point already has. They launched their own blockchain, and then the price action of BNB exploded. It exploded from $5 billion to basically $100 billion and above that, touching, I think, even $110 billion at the very top. So that was pretty crazy, right? It went very quickly, very fast. So that started basically from January 2021, when you could buy it still at the market cap of $6 billion, to the top being in May 2021, $100 billion, right? So that's basically 4 months, right? four months of super fast price action. Will that happen to Hype? I don't know. You can see the price action right now. It just started today. I think at the lowest you could buy it around 2, but that was quickly beaten. Realistically, if you started buying that in the first 5 minutes, you could buy it for free to $3.5. So you already could make some money on the start. But I think it's only the beginning. The market cap is $1.5 billion, as I've mentioned, and that's not everything. You can also find very interesting stuff in the tokenomics, which we're going to see next. So basically, Hype Foundation, which is going beyond Hype, is a team of builders, and they're really doing amazing stuff. So first of all, they understood that they want to have everything on chain, and that means that they need to have their own blockchain, because you need to have very focused, very specific blockchain that will be able to process all the transactions, and that's why they started building their own Model L1 with proof of stake algorithm that has 200,000 transactions per second. With 0.2 second to finality. That's super fast. That's much faster than Ethereum, of course. I think that's faster than Solana even, which might be crazy. So they're building their own ecosystem. And I think the exchange is, of course, a big winner here, but that's not everything. They probably have more things than just an exchange. Of course, there's an entire community of meme coins being built on Hyperliquid itself, with PEPE being the biggest out of them. Actually, PEPE token was also airdropped to the users a couple of months ago as some kind of a test airdrop, and that already gave many users thousands of dollars to play with. So that was pretty crazy. And still, this is I think the biggest meme coin in the Hyperliquid ecosystem. But that's not everything. We're probably going to see many DeFi applications on top of Hyperliquid, because that's an L1 that you can use. So there's going to be very interesting things here happening. Second of all, of course, that's a decentralized exchange. UI is very important. They're really hardcore on making community happy. So I really believe that they're going to build that well. And finally, they have their own, this L1 is EVM, which means it's very compatible with Ethereum. And for example, you can bridge, of course, from Arbitrum, but from other blockchains as well. So I believe they will add other functionalities as well. So Hype itself will be the gas token of the Hyper EVM. And for now, this is, I think, priced at the point of like being the best decentralized exchange, but you don't really have pricing the fact that they have their own blockchain, which is pretty amazing, and that might be the next Solana. So this is really, really crazy, but the Hype token might be the next Solana, and that's why I'm super bullish. So for now, you have Hype itself has 1 billion tokens, 38% is going to the future emissions and community. So you still have a lot of chances to get the tokens if you start trading. 31% already went to the Genesis distribution, 23% to the current and future core contributors, so that means the team included, 6% is Hyper Foundation budget, and 0.3% is going to community grants. I don't know what the last point is with HIP2, but that's being used as well. So you have that. I think that might be some kind of a node validator, right? I'm not sure here, but there are many interesting things happening, and also, of course, undistributed tokens will be moved to future emissions and community rewards. This is really crazy. The tokens that are not taken will be moved. However, the token were airdropped. If you really took and claimed you had to sign, I think, before claiming, you had to sign a TOC. The contract, but then that was before the airdrop. You have like 2 weeks to do that, and then the airdrop just magically appeared. This was really one of the best airdrops because you didn't have to claim anything. You were basically just going in, and then suddenly at one point in time the airdrop, the Hype token, magically appeared in your wallet. So that's pretty crazy. I'm very excited about that, as are many people. So that's why I think it's very interesting to see what will happen next with Hype, and also how they will work with other exchanges, especially centralized exchanges, because they're very careful about not taking any external funding, not giving away equity, which is very good. That's why you see this kind of price action in the beginning. But also it means that it might be harder for Hype to list on some of the exchanges that take a big percentage usually for listing. So for example, Binance would take big percentage for listing. We probably see hype on many smaller exchanges first. I would guess that, because hype will it's a really great for when it comes to volume. So of course you want to list it, and then of course you will have also access to leverage on hype, which is also going to be great. For now it's only spot buying, which is amazing. Once you have leverage, many billion dollars of volume will come into hype as well. So I'm super bullish on hype, really like it. The airdrop itself, the community, and also the fact that there's the team of builders that really going behind hype. Really cool stuff. We're going to see what will happen. I have my bet, of course, on hype, and I'm probably going to come back in half a year, maybe, timing the market and selling at the top of the market. We'll see how it goes, but definitely not within the next 2-3 months. But of course, anything goes in crypto, so we're going to see how the bigger market go. But I see that if BTC will go up again, if ETH will perform well and Solana will perform well, then hype will definitely do well as well. We're going to see how it goes. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Again, you can use my referral link down below in the descriptions. If you haven't used Hyperliquid before, it's very easy to use. You have market limit orders. You can deposit directly using Arbitrum. So if you have any kind of USDC stablecoin on Arbitrum, just deposit it directly, and then you can buy and sell. And then you have many different tokens, both on spot and perps, with Ethereum and BTC up to 50x leverage, and the smaller coins with up to 20x leverage, which is really great. They list also many meme coins, which is fantastic if you trade on leverage. But of course, remember, leverage is super risky. You can lose all your capital very quickly, so be careful out there. However, hype is available on spot, so that's a much safer bet, but still, I wouldn't say it's safe. This is a bet that you have to take. It can all go to zero in the end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.